how y'all doing? Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I am here to do a product demo and review on a line that I just kind of stumbled upon in Ulta, and it's called MICHE Beauty. The products are, to me, like a higher version of, say, Glossier, which is a brand that specializes in like skincare and the no makeup look. That look is something that I stand for. I love when a person looks like just very natural, but you can tell that they've glammed it up a little bit without just being boom in your face. Even though, you know, sometimes I like to be in your face too, but for the most part, day-to-day work, casual events, it's nice to just have a little bit. So this is what that brand does. It gives you products that look like your skin, look like your flesh. And I picked up a number. I mean, look at how long this video is. A number of products, because I've kept going back. I've just been so impressed that I just wanted to try different things, and I haven't tried it all yet. I will be back again. The products that I have for you guys today, I have the foundation sticks. I have two different colors, and that's not because I didn't know my color, but more so because I wanted to make sure that I got the exact color match. They have a lot of shades, which I'm grateful for, and a lot of dark shades. So you can use that for highlighting, for contouring, and just as a foundation, and you can mix things together and do all kinds of cool stuff. So I have two different shades, then I also have a third shade that I'm going to use as a highlighter. I have a lipstick, I have a highlighter, I have two blushes, and I have two different lipsticks, a liquid lipstick and like a moisturizing lip gloss lipstick. And lastly, I have something called a Flesh Pot, which is like an all over balm. So that's a lot. I'm going to start by just showing you the products, like me putting them on. I'm doing two different looks, and then I'll come back and I'll talk about each product individually and let you know what my thoughts were. So let's go ahead and, you know, relax, get your drink, get your food, and let's get into this. Okay, so let's start off with a primer. It feels very like slimy and silicone-y, and it has this beautiful iridescence, and it blends right into the skin. Like a natural glow from within. It's not over the top. It looks very natural. So all I'm going to do now is add a little bit of a pore kind of filling product. This was something that you guys actually recommended to me, so thank you guys so much, and thank you for, you know, leaving comments and feedback. It's always great to get you guys' recommendations on things. So this is from MAC, and it's the Skin Refined Zone Treatment, and it's supposed to just kind of help fill in your pores, and I have pretty big pores in this area right here, which is why I tend to get oily in that area. Now let's get into this foundation. Mine is almost done. My goodness. You can actually see the end of the product. So what I normally do is I just sort of like drag it on the sides of my face. It's looking darker than my skin, but trust me, it blends in really well. Okay. I usually use about 3. I don't know why I did 4. Usually I do 3. But, and then right here I kind of go like this, because I know eventually I'm going to contour, so I don't really need to darken that area of my face too much. And then I do my neck, which is the most important part for me because of the fact that I do have so much hyperpigmentation on my neck, and I have like scarring from bumps. I have to conceal that area. So this, I don't mind putting more in that area. You can also go under your chin. so beautiful. It looks like it's having like a reddish undertone, and I feel like that's only because of what the sun's doing outside. Personally, I think it's more of just like a neutral brown color. But it's very, very skin-like. I put quite a bit on, so it does look a little bit more made up than if you just put like, you know, maybe even 2 strokes of it. It'll just melt into your skin. And this is even without using the primer, because the primer is something I bought way later. So I'm going to do my face, come back and show you where I do my concealer with using another foundation color. All right, so now I'm going to go in with this color in Cafe. I'm going to go ahead and put that on underneath my eyes and on my nose. I know we didn't talk about which side looks better with the beauty blender or with the actual brush. Honestly, I feel like they both look the same. You guys can tell me if you see a big difference. I think that it's easier to blend with the brush though, like 100% much easier, because there's too much tugging with the beauty blender. The formula can be rich, but depending on how your skin is, it may not be able to just slide that easily. So I did like a kind of simple yet glam makeup look. This is their lipstick in Gorge, and the packaging is just so pretty. It deposits very sheer, so although it looks like a lipstick, it actually wears like a lip gloss that has a little bit of a tint to it though. See it, but it looks very nude, very sheer. It's actually quite pretty, although I was going for something a little bit more bold tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and just set it with a powder so you can see what the whole look looks like. Although it's a glammed up version of a very natural face because I have the lashes, my skin just looks healthy and it just looks like skin. It's not overdone at all. Okay, this is the final look. So my face is fully done at this point because I set it with the powder. This is what it's looking like. Very natural, very, very, very fleshy. Okay, so now we're gonna try things out where I'm not gonna be using the primer, just in case you don't pick it up. I want to let you guys know what it looks like without it. So I'm going to go ahead and use a different color. I'm using S'more. This does not look just like skin. I mean, it is like the most natural finish. So this is the color in S'more. As you can see, it looks very natural even without the primer. I think the primer gives it a lot more luminosity, and without anything underneath it, it just looks really natural. It still glides on the same. I think it glides out a little bit better with the primer actually, but you're able to blend it in just as easily. It's not a struggle of any sort, and it feels like it's sticking to your skin. It doesn't feel like it's heavy at all. it feels like you don't have anything on your skin truly. So I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows, and this could actually just be your look, your everyday look if you're going out to work. The foundation is on, some eyebrows, a little bit of eyeliner, a little mascara, maybe a neutral lip like this, or a light lipstick, and there you are, you know. So it is so natural, and I just love that about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. This is the Disco Nap Flesh Pot. And I'm not really a fan of using gloss on my lids or on my body, but if you're ever going for a very natural look, it does look like your skin, because a lot of times your skin does have oils in certain spots and they just kind of like reflect off the light. This is a way of doing that artificially. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, you guys. You don't need much. You need this. It'll last you probably your whole entire life. So I'm just gonna dip a little bit of my finger in it, which I wish there was a better way to dispense it. I don't think this is the most hygienic way of going about things, but I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand like this. So I'm gonna go back using that same foundation stick from before in Cafe to just go back and brighten up certain areas of my face. All right, now let us go in with our blush. The good thing is that their blushes are so muted that they're not striking, and that's one of the biggest fears I have when wearing blush, is that it just draws too much attention to my face, or it just looks like way too made up, especially if you're just trying to go to work or somewhere where it's just not that serious. So this one in Caress, like I said, it's like a beautiful brown color, but when you actually put it on your face, it's different than what it looks like in the pan. You can actually see it, because I was kind of worried that it wouldn't show up on my complexion. Very subtle, but very, very, very pretty. So now what I'll do is I'll go back in with the Flesh Pot just to do my highlighting with it. I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to add the highlighter over it so you can see how it amplifies anything that you put on top of it. And just kind of like lightly tap it in. I took it down a little bit further than I wanted to, and I just want to blend it out a little bit with my foundation brush. It's kind of annoying only because my pores are so big that with it sort of just highlighting that area, I feel like it's drawing attention to them. But I'm just gonna like tap it lightly with my foundation brush, and I'll take a little bit more and I'll add it to the tip of my nose. Very natural highlight there. And then just what would normally sort of be on my skin regardless. So this is what we're looking like right now. You could totally just stop here and your look would be complete. So what you're gonna notice is that when you add the highlighter over the Flesh Pot, it's gonna really amplify it. It does give it a semi-wet look, but not like say the product from Pat McGrath, which is like a highlighter that also comes with like a really thick Vaseline looking thing to make it look like a wet highlight. It's not going to give you that effect, but it does look a lot more radiant, like a glow from within. So I'm going to use my fingers first on this side, and then on the other side I'll use a brush just to see if there's a difference. Last but not least, let's go ahead and do the lipstick. This is a liquid lipstick and it's this gorgeous, this is like a beautiful fall color and it's in Quiver. I actually picked up a different color from this lipstick initially and it was like a lilac color and it was so lightweight, and the way it wore on my lips, I was just blown away by it. I just wasn't a fan of the actual color and I couldn't get it to work even with a lip gloss. It just never looked right no matter how I lined it and I just wasn't into it. So I exchanged it for this color. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first with Night Moth from MAC. I think that would be a good match. On my lips already, I have like a very light lip moisturizer. I think it's from Shea Moisture, and I just put that on first. It doesn't really matter if you do or you don't have one, but I noticed that if you don't have anything on, it sinks into your lips a lot quicker and you need to do more layers to get a more vibrant like color. Isn't it so pretty? So you guys, just with like that one initial pump of color, it was able to do this. So if you want to amplify it more, you can go ahead and layer, but it's not necessary. Let's see how it dries down first and then we'll see if it's actually necessary. I wish that the colors were just a little bit more broad. They only have a few colors and very few that work on dark skin tones. So yeah, let's just do another layer just for fun. Now obviously with the bold lip, I just made this so glam, right? It started off being like super everyday and then just turned out being va-va-voom. Oh, one other thing with the Flesh Pot that I like to do is I like to put it in these areas here. I am wearing a shirt. I think it looks really cool because it does have a little bit of sparkle in it. There are some tiny itty bitty gold flakes and it illuminates this area beautifully. That wet look is just so sexy in my opinion. Like the tiniest bit here if you wanted to. Give it some glow. All right, my love, so this is the finished look. A very natural, beautiful glow with a little bit of glam, a little bit of, you know, pop, but it's so pretty. So obviously you guys can tell that I stand for these products. I mean, look at how much stuff I bought. This is not PR. It was not sent to me, even though I would absolutely love to represent the brand because I love it this much. But yeah, everything was purchased on my own. I just want everything. Let's start from the beginning. Let's just start with the foundations, the thick sticks. So you guys saw how small they were, right? They are so little and it's fine, it's cute, but for the price point, it's steep. It retails for $18 and this is the amount of product you're getting. So as you can see, it's really not much. It's not even like it's the whole stick, it's just this much. So for almost $20, I think that that's quite expensive. However, shall I dare complain? No, because I love the formula. I love the formula, so I'm not going to complain. I just have to buy multiples at a time and, you know, just try to work with it so I'm not using so much each time. The thick stick is supposed to give you medium coverage, and it's supposed to be able to be multi-purposely used. It's very creamy, it's very buildable, and it's formulated to look just like skin. I think it's cute that they have like food names. All of the complexion colors have food names. So the two that I showed you guys were S'mores and Pecan. And I don't know, you guys can tell me which you think was a better color match. It's very beautiful. I think both colors are absolutely gorgeous. The Pecan is supposed to be a raw amber, and it's supposed to be neutral. And the S'more is like a walnut, and it has like a bluish undertone. The one you saw me use as a highlighter is called Cafe, and I only use that one to add some more yellow to my face. It looks like I'm just covering up my skin with a completely different color, and it looks like, ooh, that's a little bit too dark. They say in the stores that you should just like swipe it on your face and then step outside, and I guess, I don't know if between that time it kind of like oxidizes and shows its true color, or if they're saying to do that because the lighting in the store throws you off a little bit. I don't know, but I do think it's a good idea to do that. When you try it on in the store, swipe it on your face and then walk outside and look at your phone and the camera, or look at your mirror and see if it actually does match your complexion. So I did like it. It was a nice medium coverage. I like that it sticks to your skin. It's definitely going to be one of my staple forever foundation. I noticed that they may have done some sort of like a product recall of some sort, only because the first one I got, when you use it, because I almost didn't buy it for this reason, I didn't repurchase it. When you use it, as you're using on your face, this thing is like swiveling, and it's terrible. Like it's really unfortunate that that happened, because it frustrated me so many times as I was trying to get ready for work in the morning. So now it doesn't do that. It seems like it holds it in place so it's not swiveling around. And I think it was good that they fixed that mechanical error. So I would definitely say yes, 100% yes on the thick sticks. Now, what did you guys think of the blushes? I know that a lot of people aren't into blush, and blush is one of those things I really think you need to just try it on unless you know that you're my complexion. The blushes are said to be richly pigmented, have a cream-like to powder finish. They're supposed to give you that soft focus effect. The colors I got were the glaze and the amber. The glaze is that orange one, so I think that one is like perfect for anyone of deep skin. Like, you will love that color. It is so beautiful, and it melts right into your skin. The Caress is beautiful too. I find myself reaching for only these two blushes. I have a couple other MAC blushes. I have some NARS blushes. But every day, like, when I'm just like, no, I want to use this one because I know it's so pretty. And as you can see, even though it's on my face, like, it's not bold enough to attract any attention. It looks almost more so like a bronzer. I love the blushes. I love the formula. Now, let's talk about the Illuminizing Primer. And the primer is supposed to give you a very radiant canvas. It has like a purple and blue photo reflecting agents underneath it. It gives you that kind of like holographic look. It also has vitamins B5 and glycerin in it, and it does not contain any parabens. It retails for $32, so I do think it's a very reasonable amount to ask for that primer. I do think it's a beautiful primer. When I swatched it in the store, I fell in love with it. It's just so beautiful. But for my skin type, I have normal to combination skin, but I do get oily in my T-zone, and that primer will leave you looking a mess by the end of the day. I mean, not a full-blown mess. If you have something to actually just like really set it with that's strong and it's really going to hold your makeup in place. Otherwise, you can end up looking a little bit greasy when you wear it. So I wouldn't recommend it. I did end up returning it. So yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to the Flesh Pot. This product, I was actually like upset with myself when I bought it, because I don't like gimmicky stuff. I don't like things that I know I'm not going to use. I don't like to buy it because then I look at it and I'm upset that I bought it because I don't ever use it. And that's how I felt like I was going to feel. But I just could not walk away, you guys. I was like, I have to have this. It is such a cool product. I like the glossy lid. I like the glossy look. So I think it's beautiful on the eyelids. I love it the most on the body. I think it gives you like the perfect dewy glow. You could even bring it up here a little bit and look extra, you know, summery, or just, I don't know, it gives you like a nice clean look, I feel. And I like it a lot actually on the nose and in this area, the highlighting area. I think it's beautiful. Now, is it necessary? You know, no, it's not. but if you like creating like a no makeup look, I think it's like an essential. You guys let me know what you think of it. I am curious to know if you feel like you could just do that with like an oil or Vaseline. But like I said, it does have the gold flakes in it. And it says that it has gold and silver pigments, and it gives like your eyelids and your cheeks and your lips like a glimmering sheen. It's also oil-free and lightweight. It retails for $20, so it's not a huge investment. It really isn't. But I really fell in love with it. I would have never expected to. Now let's talk about the highlighting powder. I have it in the shade Rise, but they have a number of different colors. And they're supposed to be like smooth cream-like powders that are formulated to enhance the skin's natural radiance. And they include crushed minerals that give like a natural radiant glow. There's also sunflower oil and pomegranate in it. So it's very velvety to the touch. It looks like a glow from within. You can make it look dramatic like I did, or you can use a lot less. This is obviously over the Flesh Pot, so it's more luminous, and I feel like it's definitely worth the investment if you don't already have a color that's identical to that, which I'm pretty sure you do. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the lipstick. I want to actually go back and try another one of the lipsticks. They have a liquid lipstick like I showed you. They have the lip gloss looking lipstick, which I'm obsessed with. Then they have another formula, and it's like a cream to powder lip stain. I was so intrigued by it. I just couldn't figure out which color. I think I want to go with like this red orangey brick looking color, but they also have a deeper red color and a lot of like nudes and like the pinks, but nothing that I had to leave with. So I'll take my time with that, but that's a beautiful, beautiful formula too, and I've gone back so many times to try it. My favorite formula is definitely the Fleshy Sticks. I know that it's not dramatic. I know that it looked pretty much like a lip gloss, but I feel like it's so sexy. It just gives me that like teenage, around the way girl vibe. There is some color, and I do like that color. The shade I got is actually called Gorge, and it's a sheer warm brown. That's how they describe it. It's supposed to give you the natural lips but better look, and it's rich and creamy, and it's also lightweight. So yeah, I thought that was so pretty. Maybe not with that look per se, but just in general, like going to the store, going to the gym, or just wanting to throw on something, even as a topper. I think it's just like the perfect color, and I like the packaging. I think it's kind of cool where you have the shade on the outside of it. It's really sleek packaging. I love the way the lipsticks look. So I would definitely repurchase it, and those retail for $18. And last but not least, the lipstick I'm wearing now. This is a liquid lipstick, so it does dry matte. It starts off looking like it's not, like it's going to be maybe semi or demi matte, but it's a true dry matte. Now, I know I was saying earlier that the formula was so nice with the other color, but I did, after wearing this right now, it's very dry. My lips are so dry right now that I'm actually going to put a gloss over it because I cannot handle this. I'm using my MAC Aaliyah lip gloss. I did a whole video review on this, guys, so if you want to check this out, please do, because I think these lip glosses are life. I'm just going to add a little to it because I cannot stand that feeling. Ugh. So the color I have is called Quiver, and it's that maroon color, and it's supposed to give you like an intense matte look. They have lots of vibrant colors that have a lightweight feel, and there's also a sponge tip applicator. The color is definitely beautiful, but like I said, the wear, No, that's what really makes or breaks it for me when it comes to like liquid lipsticks, because color wise you can always find something from one brand or another that almost matches, right? But it's about the actual formula that makes you want to wear it. It's truly like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what color lipstick do I want to wear? And I think, okay, I'm gonna go with the ColourPop Brick Red. And I think, oh no, because then it's gonna be super dry. I don't want dry lips today. I'll just go with the MAC Red. So that's usually what happens. Like, it's about the formula, not necessarily about the color. So I was kind of disappointed in this color because I wanted it to just be like the other one, but it's very pretty, and you know, I could do what I'm doing right now and add a little bit of gloss and make it look like this, which I'm fine with. But I did want an actual like matte lipstick. So maybe what I'll do is I'll either go back and just get the powdered looking one, or I'll like maybe try to prime my lips in a different sort of way just to make sure that it doesn't dry down too much. If you guys know of a really good lip primer, like lipstick primer, let me know. I used to use one from NYX, but I don't know why all of a sudden I can't find it anymore. And that was just like okay. It wasn't, you know, anything to write home about. But let me know if there's one that you guys like. So yeah, that's about it, my loves. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I just appreciate all of your love and all of your support and your comments and your questions, and just your engagement. I really am grateful. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Big kisses. Mwah. Peace, love, and light.